Hey, this is Chris.
And this is Lorenzo.
And we would like to officially announce the Hacking Your Leadership guest series, which will premiere 1 week from today.
That's right, Chris. We are very excited to add this element to our podcast and really provide a platform for influential leaders that we've reached out to and asked to share some of their thoughts, some of their theories with all of our audience. You know, to be really specific, we actually sent them 4 questions about leadership and asked them to record their own audio and send it back to us. We really wanted it to be authentic and be unique and allow these leaders to use their own voice without any interruption to explain their thoughts on leadership. And I could not be more excited for kicking off this guest series and really allowing all of these leaders an introductory element to all of our listeners so that you may actually be able to follow them, check out their additional content, and really understand how they are leading across all different types of industries in all different parts of the world.
Yeah, I love the way we're formatting this because we've had many people reach out to us, and we've responded back to pretty much everybody that we think would do well on the show with these 4 questions. And I'll tell you, some people haven't responded back with them, but many of them have. And one of the reasons I like this way of formatting this is because if a person wants to be a part of this, it would make sense they got to do a little legwork on it. And that legwork is get your thoughts in order and put it together and send us audio of it. And this kind of gives a little teaser to our audience about what you stand for, what your leadership theory is. We think the questions that we're asking of people are pretty universal in terms of allowing you a platform to stand on and to explain where you come from a leadership standpoint to all of our audience. And then what we're doing is some of the people who respond to us with that audio are being hand selected for full-on long-form interviews, which will be kind of peppered in throughout this guest series process.
Yeah, and I really wanted to add what inspired this. Obviously, we talked a lot about people wanting to request to be a guest on our show, and we were going back and forth for quite a while on what should we do and how should we handle this. And then on January 10th of this year, I saw a post from a gentleman named Ryan Carson. Ryan Carson is the CEO of Treehouse, which is a technology company that really focuses on helping build tech skills in regards to development and software programming and things like that. But Ryan has a very clear mission. And the post that I saw that he had put up on his Instagram said, "Meet Hector and Victor. They're awesome and have amazing talent." He said they started as apprentices in our Talent Path program. Hector previously worked at the Amazon Fulfillment Center, and Victor worked as a guest service attendant and assistant preschool teacher. Now they're working at Nike as software developers. And I saw this, and it was a YouTube video, and it just inspired me so much to see somebody as a leader, as a CEO of an organization, standing for what he believed in, doing actual work to make it come to life. And I messaged Ryan, and I said, hey, I don't know what I can do. I'm not sure how I can help, but I believe in your mission. I believe in what you're trying to accomplish. There's got to be a way that I can add value somehow when I want to do something. I talked to Chris about it, and I said, what if we do some type of a guest series where we stay in our lane, we allow our platform to be open to these leaders who are doing amazing work around the world so that other people can really see what great leadership looks like in different industries and at different levels of leadership.
Yeah, that it's fantastic. And it was, I don't know if you remember this, but the first time you mentioned it to me, the first thing I thought was, oh, people aren't going to want to do that. They're not going to want to, be on the show. And I'll tell you, the response has been overwhelming. And we have some pretty amazing guests. There are some guests we reached out to thinking, there's no way they're going to respond, and they did. And there are some guests where we thought they're not going to respond, and they haven't yet. But we'll get them all.
Yeah, and I would love maybe as we wrap up here, would you like to share who the first guest will be on the Hacking Leadership guest series this upcoming Saturday?
Yeah, so I spoke with very recently Steven Shedletsky. He's the head of brand experience and an igniter who works directly for Simon Sinek. We've been fans of his organization for a very, very long time. We've used a lot of what his work is, and we've referenced a lot of his work. And so we were very excited when Stephen agreed to send in some audio. We loved what he had to say so much that we actually asked him to do a long-form interview, which he has also agreed to do as well. So you can look forward to hearing the intro to the Hacking Your Leadership guest series a week from today with Steven Shedletsky. And coming up a little bit after that, you'll hear his long-form interview after we put that on the calendar and make it happen.
So once again, thank you, everybody, for your loyal listenership. We're looking forward to getting this content out to you. Please let us know what you think about it, whether it's in the form of a review, an email, a text message, anything at all. But thank you so much for listening to the show, for supporting us for these 2 years, and we could not be more excited to continue to provide you with value.
Absolutely. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you all on Monday.